Coach, thanks for doing this. Welcome to Detroit.
Thank you.
We get better weather than this eventually. Coach, I just wonder what kind of what you know about the Detroit Lions, what you've seen already. Just what sort of offense you imagine putting together here, and how important is the running game in that?
I know that being a former running back and all, that narrative kind of has followed me as being a ground and pound guy. And yes, I have rushed for a lot of yards over the last decade, but I believe in this league, the defenses are too good to be one-dimensional. You have to be balanced in your attack and your approach, and that's going to be our intentions. But at the end of the day, we just want to win damn games. And so if we got to throw it 50 times, we will. If we got to run it 50 times, we will. But we want to just focus on winning.
And just one other thing, this team has had trouble running the game in the last several years. It's no secret. How important is it to really build that up and get it going, though?
Well, it will be. I think the offensive line on the offense side of the ball is the deepest position. So it will be an emphasis to run the football and run it efficiently, because I believe the more ways you can run it, the more ways you can throw it.
All right, thank you.
Sure.
Sorry, Dave, go ahead.
That's right. Hey, Anthony, Dave Burkett from the Free Press. Good to see you. Welcome to town. Don't be fooled by Mike. You were in Buffalo, so but the weather doesn't get good here for a while still. Got to ask you first. You went 7-9 with the rookie quarterback last year. You won your last 4 games. Went 12-4 2 years ago. Did you deserve to be fired?
That's not my call. That's the ownership call. That's why Dean Spanos owns that football team, and that was his call. And all I know is I'm a Detroit Lion now, and I'm happy to be here, and I'm looking forward to this challenge.
Fair enough. I know you can't talk specifically about guys who are not on your team, but do you expect to have your starting quarterback for next season on your roster before the draft? And I guess regardless of that, I don't know, what did you learn about handling a rookie quarterback this year that will help you the next time you're in that situation?
If we end up with a rookie quarterback, you just can't put too much on his plate. You got to let him play, and we got to a point to where we was helping him call plays throughout the game, letting him see the defense calling the play. We feel like doing it at the line of scrimmage helped him a little bit, and that's what he was used to doing in Oregon anyway. So there are a lot of things you can do to settle down a rookie quarterback. In the past we've had outstanding rushing attacks. I think that's one of the easiest ways to take the pressure off the young man and protect him in the passing game.
Do you expect to have your starting quarterback on your roster before the draft?
Oh, it's possible. It's very possible. I think everyone knows what the rumors are and what's been said and everything. I can't talk about that because he's not on our team. But, I was in L.A. with the young man. I know he's a winning quarterback. He's the number 1 pick for a reason. So, good player.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Yep.
Corey Woods.
Hey, Coach. LaShawn McCoy spoke glowing of you and Deuce Staley as he's had his best years of his career with both of you guys guiding him at separate points. What about DeAndre Swift's game will excite you the most about being able to work with him, with both of you together?
I think DeAndre can be a 3-down back. I like his versatility. I think there's some things we could do with him in the passing game to get him a little bit more involved in that. But I'm looking forward to working with this young man. We have to keep him on the field, and I believe he wants to be on the field. So we'll find someone else to go with him. But I'm excited about what I saw on tape.
Justin Rogers.
Coach, welcome to Detroit.
Thank you.
I'm curious about your receiving core. It's very much in flux right now. You've only got, I believe, Quintez under contract for next season. So as Brad is building out this core for you, do you like a certain set of skill sets that complement each other within that group, and do you expect to have any input in maybe how that's put together?
Yeah, we've been talking with Brad about this, since I've been here. Everything's been all inclusive. So I love the way we work with our personnel department and our head coach. It's been outstanding. But we want good players. We have some guys that are good players, but like you say, they're free agents, and whether we're able to keep them or not, I don't know yet. That's not my call. But if they are here, we're going to find ways to get those guys with football and put them to use. But Marvin Jones, Gallaudet, those guys are all good football players. Amandale, those good players. So if they're with us, we would definitely use them.
And I'm just curious, how different is Dan now than from when you guys were together in Dallas?
You know what? In a lot of ways, he's the same because he's a hard worker. You know, he's highly competitive, and he's a high character man. You know, that's the reason why I'm here, because of Dan Campbell. I've all this respect in the world for him. Watching him as a player and grow and develop into a coach and now a head coach, I couldn't be more excited to be here and serve him as his offensive coordinator.
Less hair too, for sure.
Yeah.
John.
Hi, Anthony. I'm John Macaroon with SI's Detroit Lions site. I have two questions for you. My first, you've obviously worked with elite tight ends. How excited are you to work with TJ Hawkinson and to see his future progression?
Very exciting. You know, TJ did some nice things last year, and I think his ceiling is even higher. I know he made the Pro Bowl and all that, but yeah, he can play even better, and that was the encouraging part. But I like what I saw on tape. He's a good football player.
And then my second question involves Mark Brunell. How excited are you to work with him on the staff, and what can he bring to this offense?
You know, I've been with Mark twice in Jacksonville and New York, and you know, he was, by the time we made it to New York, he was already coaching, to be honest with you. You know, so I'm excited to work with him. He's a high character man. He played in this league at a very high level. You know, Mark's he's been low and he's been high, so I think he can relate to anybody that we bring in here. And that's a big part of teaching, is being able to relate, and Mark definitely can do that.
Welcome to Detroit. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Justin Rose.
Anthony, I feel like I already know you from Hard Knocks, so thanks for that.
I've forgotten about that.
You know, you said Dan Campbell's one of the reasons why you're here at Detroit. A lot of the other coaches kind of have mentioned something similar to that. What about this staff as a whole in totality makes you so excited about what you guys are trying to do here in Detroit?
You know, I love the staff that Dan's putting together. Good people. You know, I believe to have a good staff, you have to have good people first, and they just happen to be damn good coaches. So I'm excited to work with this staff, offense, defense, and special teams.
As a guy who's put together your own staff before, now you're coming along and being a part of it, there seems to be that the Lions organization itself wants kind of a collaborative effort from all different levels. I mean, are you seeing that with the types of experience you're getting from different positions in the coaching ranks?
Absolutely, and I don't think that's a bad thing. You know, obviously Dan and Brad, they're going to make the call, but they make sure everyone in this building has a voice, and that's important.
Welcome to Detroit, man.
Thank you.
Jamie.
Hi, Coach. Jamie Edmonds, Channel 4. Welcome. My question switches gears slightly. As a former head coach, I wanted to know your opinion on this issue of the lack of diversity in head coaching positions in the NFL. And in your short time here in Detroit, what do you think the Lions' philosophy is with that? You
know, I just got here, so I really don't know. You know, I just know that the NFL is not exempt from the rest of the world. You just look at what's going on in you know, in society in general, Fortune 500 companies and CEOs, and you know, it's just that's always been a battle, a struggle, something that we fought for years and still fighting. But I just look forward to the day. You know, we're not talking about the color of a man or a woman's skin. We just hiring the best people, and that's all I really want, to be honest with you. But from what I've seen from this management so far, it's been outstanding. You know, very supportive. You know, with the head coach and long-term deal, and very dedicated and committed to getting this turnaround and building a consistent winner here. And I just believe when you have good leadership like you have in Dan Campbell and support from management, it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. And that makes me excited.
Thanks a lot.
All right, we got time for three more. Tim, go ahead.
Hey, Anthony, thanks for taking the time. Appreciate it. Hey, you've talked about a number of different positions on offense, but as the last game of the season kind of showed us, that offensive line is critical. I'm just curious your initial thoughts of the guys that you're inheriting. Obviously, Frank is a really terrific young center. You've got Dak over on the other side, some young pieces and some vets. Just curious, your initial thoughts of the guys that you have up front, because we all know that's critically important to this.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, right now, I think that's our deepest unit, and you know, we could use a little more depth at tackle, but I like the guys that can play inside, and Decker's, you know, I think he's one of the top left tackles in the game, and the center Frank, like you mentioned, outstanding football player. Met with Jonah Jackson today. He's a young, up-and-coming stud. So I'm very pleased with what I've seen so far with the offensive line.
Carlos.
Anthony, last year, when you had Tyrod Taylor and Justin Herbert, interesting situation with a veteran, proven guy that you'd coached before, and then a highly drafted rookie. What went into the decision to start Tyrod? Did he win the battle in camp, or was that the plan all along to start the veteran and let the rookie kind of sit and learn a little bit? How did that play out?
Well, the plan all along was, we was going to play the best football player, but we didn't have a preseason. We didn't have an off season. So Tyrod Taylor was our day one starter, and he earned the right to be the day one starter. Every man on that team voted him team captain. That was the only time that's happened since I've been there, and because they knew what type of lady he was. And I've had Tyrod before. He was my starting quarterback the last time I was in OC, and we had a top 10 offense. He's one of the best guys in the league in taking care of the football, and he has a winning record. So he deserved to be the day one starter, and he won it on opening day. He won the game with a fractured rib.
Just as a follow-up, what is your philosophy on a rookie quarterback starting the season? Are you open to that possibility if he wins the battle in camp, or what's your philosophy?
If he wins the battle in camp, you got to play the best player. If you don't, you're going to have a ride in the locker room if you're not putting the best people on the field. But I love to see that rookie sit and watch for a little while. If he could watch for half a season or watch for the first year like Patrick Mahomes did, I believe you can learn so much from the right veteran quarterback. And because a lot of rookies come in this league and they're not ready. The speed of the game is twice as fast as it was in college. And they don't have success in today's environment. With social media, things get out of whack, and some of these guys lose their confidence, and hell, they never get it back. So if I can set a rookie, I will, if I can.
AB.
Hey, welcome, Coach.
Thanks.
Got a question about play calling. Like I said, you guys are on the West Coast, so I didn't really see all your games. I don't know if you were the primary play caller in the last years while you were head coach, but it's been a while being a play caller. Is this something like a bicycle? Once you rode it, you know how to do it, or is it something you got to get back into, being the primary play caller?
Well, even before I was the official play caller, I was calling plays. You know what I'm saying? I was always preparing like a coordinator. In every game, I'd call plays. So when I became the primary play caller, it wasn't like it was the first time I did it. And over the last 4 years, I had offensive coordinators, and I let those guys call the plays, but I probably called a third of those plays. I was always involved, but I don't think it's something that I've forgotten how to do. That's for sure.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to sneak in one more. Mike O'Hara, wrap us up.
Hey, Coach, you talked about Hockenson already, but I just wanted, when you had Antonio Gates, who really grew up about 10 minutes from where you are here in Detroit, just what kind of good tight end add to your offense? I mean, how many more options does it give to you? You got a guy who can really dominate that part of the game.
I'll tell you what, it creates a very unique matchup because you have linebackers and safeties covering that guy, and if he's a stud, I mean, it's going to be a long day for you. And so if I force you to put a DB on that guy, then obviously you have a lighter box, and you want to run the football. You want to run the football into a lighter box. So not only does it create matchups for you in the passing game, but it also helps you in the run game.
Did you see that role for Hockenson developing?
I think he can develop into that role. Absolutely.
All right, cool. All right, thanks for taking the question.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Is that it?
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, guys, take care.
Thanks, Coach.